Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and others. It's Rabbit here, and we have some more Dominions. Last time we were doing things, and this time we are also doing things. Let's see, Scatly Swamps, I believe. View battle, and this was the throne, if I recall, so we'll pause it immediately, because it should literally just be our scout running away. From our side, anyway. So where's our scout? There's their troops. Where's ours? There's our man. And he's just gonna fucking leg it. If I have him set up correctly, anyway. So... This... Huh. Bunch of lizard warriors, which, yeah... These are also Katis units, by the way. So they have 13 hit points. They have cold-blooded. Cold-blooded creatures get exhausted very quickly when fighting in cold provinces. You do not want to send them into cold provinces. You do, however, want to scale warmth up to +3, because that prevents it from getting cold even during winter. Although your summers are fucking hell. Swamp survival. The creature can move through swamp provinces without any penalty and is less likely to starve when the army runs out of supplies in these provinces. That's pretty good. It's probably the best part. Poison resistant. Damage from natural poisons are reduced by this number of points. 5. Unless you use a very strong poison, these guys won't feel it. This predatory race of intelligent lizards has been enslaved by Katis and forced to perform manual labor. Their temperament and strength makes them well suited for combat. Lizard warriors are armed with tridents and can use their jaws to bite opponents in close combat. They get 2 attacks, basically. They'll stab with their trident, and then if they're close enough, they'll bite. They have 13 hit points. They have just ass protection, and they also have ass defense. So their main defense comes from their tridents, which is their attack skill versus the enemy's defense skill. So they're good against things that also have ass defense, but the issue with that is that that's kind of uncommon, actually. Even, especially in the early age. With the early age, your defense skill will more than likely be higher than your protection skill. Just simply because you're not wearing as much or any armor. They do decent damage, they have decent hit points, they have decent... they're decent aside from these 2 skills of being ass. If they were amphibious, they would actually make pretty good underwater troops, because a lot of underwater troops actually have... That's just a normal lizard warrior, it's not even a lizard commander. Ooh. This man does not appear very nice. This has a crown. The Gwadina the shaman. Gwadina, I think. Was resistant. A little bit more resistant to poison than the other guys were. Also have a supply bonus of 10. Sacred. Some research, and is a decent mage. Let's see what magics she casts. Bark Skin, so she has a bit of research. And Tiernanog is routed. Yeah, that's... Okay, he got away just fine. That's good. There's a battle in Acasta. Or yeah, Acasta, I think? Yeah, Acasta. I should really stop doing that. Ugh. Please no. Thank you. Hooray, the slings actually did something. We lost a dude. One bad thing about archers is, yeah, you probably saw it there. There is friendly fire in this game. You do have to be careful about who you hit. And I have noticed that there are times where it is actually likely for you to hit your own guys and not hit any of the enemies. Which is kind of funny, but it also sucks really hard. Also, archers are a good counter against glamour, which is sad because we don't have very many archers. Thankfully, these glamour troops also have decent protection, so even if an archer does hit them, it's not going to hurt too much. Okay, they're routed. That's good. But these guys have decent archers, so I might set it up to recruit archers constantly from this area, and I'm going to have a defense of 10. Scout these swamps. Okay, and has some air, water, and two nature. That kind of sucks, but it's also kind of fine. Yeah, they have 4 survival, so they're not really hindered. And what I want them to count, how far can they go? I can only move 2. You can see it up here, 2. Map movement speed of 2, current action points 11. Action points are what determines what these guys can do in a combat move. Or maybe map movement speed of 2. So, and he also has heroic ability, heroic endurance. That's really good. That'd be really good on a mage, though. And what I want him to do is check out this. So this is mainly archers, heavy infantries, and light infantries. The reason I want him to check out this is because if we can take 2 thrones, it's going to be really good. Unfortunate thing. Well, I say that. Lizard troops, you have no idea how ass they are. And what are these guys? Jaguar tribe warriors and Jaguar tribe slingers. Recruit units. If we get a temple here, we can build priests, which is actually not bad, but I think our priests are better. So archers, these guys have a precision of 10. Short bow. What is it? Oh, attack value of 10. That's good. They have leather armor, or they have a leather cap and a ring mail cuirass. So that's 7 protection, 10 defense skill. They're decently defensive. They are cheap. They're more expensive than the average, but that's fine. Decent strength, decent hit points, or average hit points rather. Average of everything really. But they have... Their short bows have longer range than our slingers' slings. I don't know if they do more damage, but they could. If they do, it's definitely worth looking into them. Light infantry and militias, that's not bad. Versus our slings. Wounds. Did we lose all of our wounded units? That'd be kind of nice if we did. So our slings, yep, they have 10 more range than our slings, and I think they do 1 more point of damage. So that's not bad. We may look into getting archers from there. And you need to move. How far can you move? You're supposed to be able to move too. Army map move speed. Why can't you move too? That's weird. Walnut Woods. I could look into it, but not at the moment. Scaly Swamps. So, unfortunately, our capital started in a really bad location. Because there's this thing called your capital ring, or the cap ring, which is all of the provinces in a ring around your capital. We started on the edge of the map, which means that we missed any provinces that would be under here. We started with a river to one of our cap ring provinces, and this province actually has a river on either side. So you have to either attack it during winter, or you need amphibious units. So the only 2 land provinces that we have are the Scoutly Swamps, which is a throne, which is innately going to be harder to take than here, which is a forest, which means that it has low income production. As you can see, 20 income production, good resources hinders movement. Oh, never mind then. It just has normal income production, but it has increased resource production, or isn't? Yeah, it's resource production. But normally it hinders movement. I guess one of our guys isn't forest survival. I guess. Fair enough. Okay, so what can we hire here? The monkeys. The monkeys are kind of bad. Okay, let's look at research. Research is at 23. What if I turn her into research? We could probably forge a magical item at this point. Ice sword. Yeah, having a water caster is pretty good because it gives you some decent stuff you can make. Frost. Sapphire Ring gives the owner total protection from cold in all forms, plus 15 cold resistance. It's really good, actually, if you're going against cold specifically. So that's heat. Normally you can tell where things are by the fact that they're cold as fuck. I guess not. Then again, it is summer, so they may have not gone with cold. Let's see, who else do I need to move? I don't need to move anyone. Okay, and if I put her to research, how much research can I get? That'll be 20. It's really not needed. So far I've been building for death setup, but what about air? So, question mark, view air magic only. It's not working. That's strange. Huh, strange. That's weird. Oh, caps lock. I don't know when that happened. There. Shocking Grasp, Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt has high precision. It's very easy to hit things with Lightning Bolt. It has high range, one person, and that range goes up for every level the caster is. It's 14 points. Damage is increased by 1 for every extra level the caster is. Area minor stun shock. So it causes fatigue in an area. It does good damage. It's cheap, so you can spam the fuck out of it. And it has high range. That's what I mean when I said air mages lended towards evocation. Shockwave. An electric shockwave will hit a large area in front of the caster. This is a very dangerous spell to cast, as an unlucky caster might also get killed by the electric shock. Don't cast it, basically. Thunderstrike, what does this do? Thunderbolt strikes the battlefield. The mage can make the Thunderbolt strike very far away. Even if it misses, the shockwave is powerful enough to severely stun and damage anyone. It's 50 fatigue to cast. But look at that damage. It's area of effect 1, number of effects 1, precision of 2. And Hurricane. Caster unleashes a violent hurricane upon a province, devastating the countryside. The hurricane will appear as a natural event. The investment will increase and part of the population will die. And that's evocation. I may get it to level 2 just for Lightning Bolt, because Lightning Bolt is really good. That being said, construction. Construction of lesser magical items, also corpse man construction. Random magical items, very powerful magical items, very unique magical artifacts. So I want to get up to lesser items because that'll vastly increase our research. So let's see. I need 23. So I need there. Okay. And yes, you can split research. Okay, and no, I want you to control move there, and then he'll bounce off. I think. Wait a minute, what? Who are you? Oh, no wait, well. Yeah, just sneak there. We have no one to move. End turn. Research on enchantment is completed. So what did we unlock? Protection from lightning, windrunner. When running movement is doubled. It's not bad actually. Okay, and the main reason I was going for it was the death spells. However, the rest of it is actually not bad. Healing touch. Does it require anything? No, not really, but you have to be melee in order to use it, and it only heals one thing, which sucks. Personal regeneration isn't bad. Gift of the hair, not bad also. Some soldiers are given quick feet, movement is doubled. It's also not bad on cavalry, actually. Extra by 1 for every extra level the caster is. So that's a nature of 1. That's not bad, actually. Also, you get these songs are enchantment. As for blood magic, Sabbath it works exactly the same as your communions. So for enchantment, I have that perfectly. So 31, and I would like to just do that. Blasting through research is not a bad thing. Research, let's see if we can. Per units, this probably enough. She's level 2 in nature, she's level 2 in water. So let us. We need a level 2 wind mage before construction gets to level 2. And it starts out at level 0, by the way. So I just want 1 of her. And we have 2 extra resources to play around with. So I think that we could get. If we put the slinger back, we'd have 4 resources to play with, but I'm not intending to spam slingers, by the way. It's just turning out that way. Actually, if I put all of these back, could I get 1 more of these? It's 22 resources. Unfortunate. I get 1 of those and 2 of those. So that's not bad. Okay. And she's on research. We need to look at research. 44, so we need 2, and I would like to start looking at conjuration for, again, the death spells. Black Servant is a really good scout. It can fly, which means it is unhindered by terrain. It's stealthy. Yeah, stealth. And I think it's also an assassin, but I'm not sure. Spirit Curse. The caster summons a malign spirit from the Underworld and coerces it to curse an enemy. In return, it is free to wreak havoc on the living. The spirit never joins battle. Okay. Tangle vines, summon sea dogs, summon crocodiles. That actually wouldn't be bad. And summon animals. Summon animals isn't really all that bad either. It's a ritual, requires 10 nature gems. That kind of sucks actually. Summon fire ants, summon storm power, summon water power. Summon storm power, does that require anything? No, it doesn't. But it gives you an air magic bonus of 1. It is a combat spell that only affects the caster, but it increases your air magic level by 1. So it's not bad. Pack of wolves, horned serpents, and killer mantis. Five plus. Number of effects are increased by 1 for every extra level the caster has. Being speed and shot class. In addition to being dangerous, they are also very stupid and need a mage in order to control them. Killer mantis actually aren't that bad in terms of troops, to be entirely honest. But shades are really good. Because they can fly. You can use them to assassinate enemy commanders with with your contact Sids, whatever. Sid Doge, basically. Huge dark green fey hounds from the land of the Everyoung. They are sacred. Probably the best part about it. Is that they're sacred. Call of the Winds. So there's a great hawk along with a flock of black hawks in a province far away. Great hawks are intelligence and command troops. That's not bad, actually. Summon shades, summon pack of wolves, summon horned serpents. Phoenix power. Area effect caster. Enables the mage to cast more powerful fire magic spells. Fire magic bonus 1, also grants some fire resistance. That's not bad, actually. Yeah, but I'm more looking at the death spells, to be entirely honest. The nature spells are not bad either, though. Like, Vine Bend, not bad. The Bane, the Whites, Dark Knowledge. Dark Knowledge is actually a good point. I should probably start looking into going down this path just for Dark Knowledge. And then, in addition, Swamp Drake. It does require a level 2 Nature Mage and a level 3 Water Mage, but it is a thing, and it's actually pretty good. If we had some Earth Mages of decent repute, we could get a Cave Drake. Cave Drakes are really good. They have high protection. They don't have a breath weapon like the other Drakes do, but they have a high protection, they have high strength. They're kind of easy to hit, and they're a little slow. But good God, they hit hard, and they're really hard to injure. Revive Banelord. That requires a level 4 Death Mage, so unfortunately only our Pretender God will be able to do that. But Ghost Grip? What's this there? Use energies from beyond the grave to target some troops on the battlefield. The targeted troops will lose some of their life energy and become exhausted. The effects of the Ghost Grip is reduced by heavy armor. Stun damage gives fatigue and is increased by 2 for every extra level the caster is. That's not bad, actually. You can also get a Manticore, and Manticore's really good, actually. Awakened Sleeper and Vermin Feast. Look, an ancient hero from his eternal sleep. So is this a commander? Yep, it's a commander, and it's a really good commander, and it's really not bad. So, Conjuration is a really good alternative to Construction. The reason we're getting Construction is magical items are good. It's never a bad thing to have magical items. So with that settled, and I would like to control left click into there, and you guys need to move here. And we have no one left to move, so end turn. I don't know how long I've been going. Okay, about 41 minutes, roughly. Unexpected event has occurred in Akesta. Growth +1, luck +1, sloth +3, tax -100%. A fairy court of summer has been traveling through the land. Growth and luck have increased, but frolicking peasants have left the fields untended, causing a fall in productivity, so... that actually really sucks. That really sucks. Really bad. Unexpected event has occurred in Akesta. There was a battle in Kamiya. The view battle. I think this was the thing that we sent our scout to look at. So there's heavy infantry from Kamiya and blood mages. Lots of blood mages, actually. Oh, this one's actually a cloud mage. Huh. The Arts of Death and Blood. And he has death gems, but there are also a bunch of blood slaves around him. Death and Blood, the conjurer hopes to achieve the strength to summon unholy powers to his aid. Okay. And who are you? Astral Death and Blood. That's really bad. Sorcerers are masters of non-elemental magic. Their predilections for the passive death and blood magic have given them a bad reputation. He also has a heroic ability of Tough Skin. Lots of gems. So, yes, Air Shield, Personal Luck, Pain Transfer, Animate Skeleton, and then we just left. And I want to look at research. And I would like to do... Yeah, do I want to just max out construction? Because Corpseman construction is not bad. I don't think we can do it without crafting, without getting a lot higher up into construction research to be able to construct greater magic items, which will allow us to construct magical boosters. Magical boosters increase the power of mages by 1 in whatever element, but they require a level 2 mage in order to make, I believe. Level 2 or 3, one or the other. So, for instance, Boots of Earth are an item you can equip to your boot slot. They increase your earth magic skill by 1. And they're not bad, actually. Yeah, as you can tell, the construction skill is kind of the earth skill. Because Siege Golem, Iron Dragons, Mechanical Militia, Juggernauts. Juggernauts are really good, actually. Golem construction. Really not bad. Crusher construction. Just, anyway. Construction's not bad, but I kind of want to focus it in order to get... So what all did we lose? We lost nothing. And this also allows us to check it in. Okay. So, there we go. Moiren, I need to set her up. We have no magical items. She is an assassin, so it would be effective to equip her with, and I can also do this. There we go. We don't have much more sacred units. For Moiren, the Babellan city, I would like to cast a specific spell. Does this require a gem? It does not. So I would like to cast Windrunner, cast a specific spell, Air Shield, and then attack the enemy flyers. I'd like to attack the rearmost enemies. So attack the rear, and then I'm going to be doing a little bit of positioning with her. She's going to be back here. What that does is, if there's a bodyguard, she'll have time to cast her first spell, the bodyguard will move up, she'll have time to cast her second spell, the bodyguard will move up again, and she'll be able to just fucking sprint after the rearmost enemies, since she only has 2 spells. So, I would like to send her over here, though. So, defend. How many turns? How much can she move? Just 2? Okay. Okay, there's Dominion here. There's enemy Dominion, actually. Where are they? Are they in the... Oh, they're probably here, actually. But anyway, yeah. I would also actually like to move one of our people, one of our mages, just to give us a bit of an edge on this one. Set battle orders, cast a specific spell, Air Shield, Freezing Touch, Song of Bravery, Soothing Song, Healing Song, Windrunner, Protection from Lightning, Protection from Cold, Poison Resistance, Healing Touch, Sleep Touch. Okay. So never mind on her, she's just fine. Now for Moiren, the Babellan city, no. Kawame, the Firbolg Druid. What all can you cast, actually? Cast a specific spell. You can cast... not much, actually. And I would actually like you to stay behind troops because you have touch spells. What that means is he will hopefully... I think that's him. Just control click. And we'll move them in there. So, research is now down to 35 because we have 1 less person researching. However, I almost forgot. Recruit units. Question is, do we want to get one of these guys? And they have decent spells that they can learn, and they're also sacred, and they do research quite a bit. Or we can go with these guys, which have air magic of 3, a priests of 2, and they could have possibly 5 air magic. They're slower to recruit, but they have great research, and they're very cheap on resources. So I may repeat recruitment, because I think I can actually make up the... So that is 11 well, how much do I need? 22 resources. I'm not getting that from just turning those in. So it's fine. I could get an additional slinger, actually. I'm going to do that. So there we go for bulk slinger. And what else do I need? And I would actually like to send him in. Just because I kind of need some just some information on this area. And unfortunately, I haven't been doing any searching for magical sites, so I don't know if there are any, and I haven't increased any gym output. And there's no one left for us to move. However, let me check how long I've been recording. Not very long, actually. But I'm kind of approaching that time where I need to stop. So one more turn. Just one. Just one. There was a battle in Walnut Woods. There was a battle in the Scatly Swamps. Let's check out Walnut Woods first, just because I want this information. They opened up with a blessing. These guys are generally death mages for the most part, if I recall. Or no, this is the Jaguar priest, not the guy that I was thinking of. They'd be decent battle mages, actually. The tribal peoples of the Wildfall are priests and totemic spirits. The priests of the Jaguar tribes have a skill in nature magic and occasionally in other magic as well. That's not bad. They have a decent stat line, but they have a protection of 0, so yeah, don't let them get hit. Jaguar tribe warrior, just average stats across the board. Defense is a little bit good, morale's good, they have 4 survival. It's not bad. Jaguar tribe slingers. Huh, I would have expected them to be spearmen. And these are also warriors, so they don't have very much in the way that's actually there. I don't know what it was. There's only 21 of them in total. Oh, the warrior in the back was a commander. Okay. Scatly Swamps, view battle. And yes, I know, I could be cutting it a lot shorter, but this should be fucking easy. But, yeah, archers, they're kind of assholes. Just, these guys are so hard to hit, Jesus. And they're already routed. Good lord. Well, that was easy. I really hope that's not the level 2 shrine. Because I will be upset if that is the case. And also, yeah, you can fast forward. Did I lose anyone? No, I didn't. Wow. Okay. I would like you to claim the Throne of Ascension. As for you, I would like you to... Okay, so she has to move there. These Jaguar warriors shouldn't be too much of an issue. I am actually going to have you... I have the money to do this. I only have 547? That's 600, damn it. Actually gonna start recruiting a commander. How much leadership do you have? You have 40, so you would need 40 troops. Resources of 6, because I don't have a palisade up yet. 10 resources, 6 resources. I can only get a militia. Militias are quickly assembled troops with inferior morale and cheap armaments. Yeah, they're not too good. Light infantry, they're much better though. Like, they're actually just an average troop for the most part, but they're not bad. They have iron equipment for some reason. I think it's because you can find these guys in every age. I mean, they're probably more heavily armored than our actual troops. Okay then. At this point, I kind of want to start getting it. Cancel. Calme is going to want to just stay there. So Shift W. And then that was a really quick turn. Yeah, that was very fast. For units. Okay, this is when I should be getting the commander. Captured the lower throne. Okay, the name of the Crown of Winter. Okay, and good lord. Look, this is not okay. This is not okay. Preach the teachings of God. Research, cast ritual, forge magical item. Should I have her forge a magical item? I could. I really could, and I'm kind of tempted to. Bear Claw Talisman. There's enchanted strength in his wearer. There's a very manly talisman. That is said that a woman bearing it will grow a deep voice and maybe even a beard. See, here's an issue. If this is the level 2 shrine, then they very likely already had their sights set on it, and if they haven't already taken it, they're very close to doing so. If this is the level 2 shrine, then we've kind of won. That guy was expensive, Jesus. Requires 10. Balls. How many archers could I get? I can get 3 archers. I may just turn him into an archery commander. There's unfortunately some Dominion here, so I may need to build a temple there. And I would like more to recruit units. No, not recruit units. But actually, we're using less resources, so we're either using less resources or we're getting more resources. So that's 2, 4, 6 versus 22 resources. Yeah, I could get another one of these guys actually. So it's really nice. I can't get one of them, but I can get one of these guys. So I'm gonna do that, and then -1. Ha 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 ha. 1, 2. There's 10. Okay, much better. Army setup. I want her to cast a specific spell. I would like her to cast... Can I not? I can't do Divine Blessing with her. Well, shit. In that case, she's not actually a very good commander for our sacred troops, because Divine Blessing is really needed in order to make a blessing strategy work. However, Servant of Courage... No, yeah. Well, cast a specific spell. 2 Sermons of Courage, or, well... Let's actually open up with a Song of Bravery, Song of Soothing, and then 2 Sermons of Courage, and then we'll just have her cast spells. With her positioning being a little bit forward. But these guys, she can have 2 squads and up to 40 units. So I am going to... So they can join her. They can also join her, and these 2 are going to be different. So these guys are going to be slightly forward. They're going to have an attack order to the not the rearmost enemies. An attack order on the closest enemy. And then these guys are going to be slightly behind them in a box formation, and these guys are going to fire on the rearmost enemies. Oh no, wait, no, I can't do that, damn it. And these guys are going to be in line formation. Okay. And actually, accounting for the other guys that I'm going to be encountering, I selected them again. I am going to do that, And then do that. And then do this. Reason for that being is that our other force will actually more likely reason being that our other force is more likely to I would like you to assassinate the enemy commander. Research. 30 points left. We have 5 points to spend. Let's get a little bit in evocation. Here we go. 5 points. And you're going to shift W. Wait. Yeah, we can actually use this blood slave income in order to empower one of our guys for blood magic. However, that'll have to be all, as this episode is kind of dragging on. Yep. Well, I mean, if we get one more of those short episodes, we could probably scoot it out. But this has been Rabbit, and this has been Dominions. I hope you've been enjoying it, as I personally find it rather interesting just being able to play around with things, and with these shorter matches that I have, like the layout for these shorter matches that I have, it should make it slightly more palatable, even if you don't, or even if you don't like a particular race that we're playing, just simply because it's not quite as bad. In fact, we could probably win in the next 2 turns. Well, 2 or 3, maybe. Because we need to move, because next turn they'll move here, and then next turn they'll move there, and then next turn they'll move there. And if they take it, we can claim the throne, and then we win. So we've been neglecting defense. I'm actually going to build defense up here by a lot, because the troops available here are kind of ass. And yes, I am building defense comparable to our capital. Because that is a very important location. Death of 1. That's bad. Is it just us, or? Actually, well, no, it's right next to our capital, so I don't really see how they could have it be there. And yeah, by the way, assassinating, if you can manage to effectively do a thing. Let's do army setup, and let's actually take a look at what spells we can have for cast, because air shield, not exactly the best thing when melee fighting, but unfortunately that's kind of what she has. So yeah, this has been Rabbit. This has been, I'm just very confused about where the Dominion is. It could be here, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, this has been Rabbit. This has been Dominions with Tir na Nog. I do hope you've been enjoying it. We're going to be playing this a lot, just simply because I, as a person, enjoy the game. If nothing else, it's something to listen to. So, you have that at the very least. And anyway, I will be seeing you next time. Goodbye, everybody.